Hello all. I'm going to say Happy New Year because I haven't done a video this year. Why? Because the pain over November and December, New Year, is massive. And for anyone watching this that doesn't understand, when your child has been taken out of your life and parental alienated, the hardest times of the year are birthdays, Christmases, New Year's, Father's Days. And I won't lie, I miss my son so much. He was my best friend. At 10 years old, stolen out of my life. Unfortunately, he's got a mother who has no heart, it seems. My entire family have not heard from my son for 2 years, 8 months. So what are my fears? I'll tell you the good news. The good news is the restraining order that was issued to me in criminal court when I was found not guilty of anything, remember, and for preventative reasons because of her fake plea about fear living with my son, ends in April this year. Now, what I need you to understand, people, is that's amazing. Because in theory, in 3 months' time, my 2 years, 7 months of pain should end. I should just be able to ring my son and go on with my life. But this is my fear. The system has been so disgusting, so appalling, so abusive, that it's stolen my son with no worries and no heart, and for 2 years, 7 months, has not even cared if I jumped off Beachy Head. Not one human in the system, after having my 10-year-old beautiful son stolen, has ever asked me if I'm okay. But do you know what my biggest fear is, and this is what's churning me up? In April, I should be able to ring my son. But before I do that, I'm going to speak to Kafkas and I'm going to ring the police and make sure they're all aware that the restraining order is issued. And I've never had any sort of restraining order issued in a family court. In the family court, this is what actually happened in the final decision. As you all know, they said my son will live to the mother till he's 16. The restraining order will stay in place because the family courts can't change anything issued by a criminal court. And that I can write my son a letter once a month. Well, I've never even been given an address to write my son a letter once a month. I haven't been able to do that, which is why I started my TikTok channel. But has anyone cared? Has anyone asked? No, because I'm a dad. Of course, no one asked. Solicitors haven't emailed me, hers, the courts. No one, because no one cares about dads that have had their children stolen out of their lives. But this is my biggest fear, people. My fear is at some point between now and April, there will be a new application made. Now, if you bear in mind, since the day my son was taken on April the 15th, 2022, I haven't heard, seen or spoken to him, and nor has anybody in my entire family or anyone that ever knew him, I'm concerned that a new application will be made. And what will that application be based on? It will be based on somehow trying to keep my son in Worcester away from everyone that ever knew him. That shouldn't be allowed, people. Since the day she stole my son, I've never been to Worcester. I've never caused her any concern. I've never rung her. I've never rung my son. The bail conditions, remember, when I was arrested on April the 15th, 2022 for her fake allegation were normal child contact. And 8 months later, I'm told by the police, after she'd done nothing about that and ignored everyone getting hold of her, that they can't force her to do anything and I need to go to court. I'll go to court and it's an utter disgrace. And if you want to know about it, read the 90 chapters. But listen, people, it's taken me 20 odd days to do this video because I'm so concerned that a new application can be used and abuse this family court system. I hope it doesn't. But tomorrow, I'm going to my warehouse and I'm going to get all the paperwork out from the court cases and I'm going to get the exact dates. And if, say, the date is April the 15th, I'm going to tell you what the date is. And you, everyone watching this, knows that a beautiful daddy should just be able to ring his son up and say hello. I'm scared that the system can either be manipulated by her solicitors, manipulated by her, or the system will have no heart and not understand that my son has been parental alienated for 2 years, 8 months after having the best daddy in the world for 10 years. And then they won't understand the brainwash that's happened to him. My son has been cut off from everybody for no reason. And it's an utter disgrace that the system has allowed it. Anyway, people, I'm back. And I'm just going to keep you updated with that because my fear is, that's my fear, abuse of the system. And in theory, people, that's wrong. The system should be totally fair. But unfortunately, dads just aren't treated fairly. I'll give you another example. A solicitor. Yesterday, I bumped into them. They don't know about my story. She goes, oh, I'm a solicitor, by the way. I said, oh, a family solicitor. She went, yeah. I said, oh, good. I'm a dad. I've looked for a bit of help, you know, on what my case. And when I got in January some legal aid, she went, oh, no, we don't look after dads for legal aid. And my point is, that's just a standard answer. I didn't even tell her about my case. It's almost like, you got to remember, ladies get legal aid the minute they make the allegation. Dads get nothing. And even when you're broken 2 years later and they say, oh, you can have legal aid now, we've stolen your son, no one helps you anyway. Fear. I'm dealing with that fear of abuse of the system. I hope it doesn't happen. I'll keep you all in touch, and Happy New Year to all. Keep going. And any dad watching this, any parent watching this has had their child stolen out of their life and the system being used to abuse them, one day at a time. I've been doing one day at a time my whole life, but I'd say since the 10th of November, my birthday, I've been doing especially one day at a time. When you're doing Christmas, New Year, New Year's Day, all the family, all the triggers, you miss your little hero. Love you.
If you like Deano stories and you want more, and you've got stories of your own that you want told, get in contact and we can sort something out.